Hey friends of Duvall, Buddy Buck here, back with another episode of Duvall TV. This month I'm going to be featuring a local restaurant that's under new ownership, and it is awesome. A couple of nonprofits, a quick update on mortgage rates and where those are today. So if you're a buyer, definitely stick around for that. And also a real estate market update. And also, we have a brand new segment to the show that you won't want to miss. So stick around for that and let's roll. All right, let's kick it off with upcoming events. So this is something we're gonna do every single month on the show. And let me just start with this. Last week, we had our Duvall Chamber of Commerce nonprofit showcase, and it was fantastic. I wanna give a special shout to Josh, who's the president of the Duvall Chamber of Commerce, and then also Karen and Michelle. They're the admins and total rock stars putting these events together. We had a potluck. We got to meet a lot of the local nonprofits in the area, but our next meeting is gonna be May 4th, so go ahead and get registered for that. Next up is Oxbow Farm Open House that is gonna be on April 22nd from 10 a.m. to 4. So you can see they're gonna have tours, live music, farm fresh food. It's gonna be a lot of fun, so hope to see you out there on April 22nd. All right, next up we got the Snow Valley Senior Center's Spring into Gardening event. On May 4th is gonna be the first Picks Party, 6:30 to 8 o'clock on that. And then May 5th and 6th, it's gonna be Saturday and Sunday from 9 a.m. to 3 at the Snow Valley Senior Center. Come join. And I want to give a special shout to Kira Avery. She's the executive director of the Snow Valley Senior Center. She gave us some of the details, so thanks again, Kira. Next up, I want to talk about an ongoing event, and this is the Light Up Duvall Fundraiser. We were at 47% last month of our goal, and now we are at 57%. So if you like the lights being on in Duvall, if you love those lights on the poles down there on Main Street, take a second, pause the video if you have to, go down, make a small donation. Every dollar counts, and together as a community, we can totally knock this goal out and crush it. And guess what's back? You got it. Farmers Market, May 4th to October 12th. So this is gonna be at Taylor's Landing from 3 p.m. to 7. Check out the website for all the details. It's gonna be fantastic. And last but definitely not least, May 14th. Circle it, put up reminders, do whatever you gotta do. It is Mother's Day, so yes, we want to recognize those mothers out there. So you've got extra time, get those flowers ordered, get those reservations booked, and celebrate moms May 14th. All right, there we go for the events. And just so you know, all of the links for all the events that I just mentioned will be in the description below. So you can go ahead and check those out. All right, now let me talk about our featured restaurant of the month. And we are talking about the Flavor Bistro. Now, if you haven't heard of it, but you're like, maybe I've heard of it, not sure. You've probably seen the sign when you're driving down Main Street and just maybe never understood what it really is. But when you walk in, you got the whole red carpet experience. It's awesome. We've been there a handful of times for dinner. It's simple, it's cozy. The staff is very friendly. Thank you, Katie, our favorite server. And the food, mwah, outstanding. Most recently, even I had brunch there on Easter Sunday. Yes, brunch. They do have brunch. It is a fantastic way for you to just kind of jump in and experience Flavor Bistro, maybe just for the first time. Let me just tell you, we had French toast that was filled with peanut butter and jelly. Yes, you heard it correctly. And also we had the Eggs Benedict, we had the biscuits and gravy, which was my personal favorite, and of course, had to get a side of crispy bacon. And let's not forget the bottle of mimosas. That's right. You get 3 different juices. We went with pineapple, orange, and pomegranate. You get to do the little mixology and make your own mimosas. Super cool, super reasonable, amazing time. And all of that brunch total was right around $100. So, and if you're looking for other restaurants to check out, you can always go to theduvallife.com, click on restaurants, and if you see a restaurant that might be missing, go ahead and drop it in the comments below, and I'll be sure to get it added. And if you're a business owner and would like to be featured on a future show, go ahead and drop the word business in the comments below, and shoot me an email at goodnews@buddybuck.com. All right, let's jump into the mortgage section. And for this, I want to give a quick shout to Kim Stalkop from First Security Bank. And you can see on the screen right now, there's going to be a 6-month trend. So you could just kind of get the gist of where rates were, where they're going, and kind of where they are today. So if we were looking at rates today, you would say they're probably right in the low 6 range. But here's the thing. If you're a buyer and you're like a serious buyer, like you're like, hey, I'm ready to make a move. We want to buy maybe it's a primary residence or a secondary home, don't try to get cute and try to guess and time like the market exactly, because here's the cool thing. You can always refinance, right? There's a lot of great loan programs out there. One that you may not have thought about is a 7-year ARM. So you can have your rate a little bit lower in most cases and have it fixed for 7 years. And within that 7 years, you know, when rates come down, or if there's a great opportunity where you can lower your payment and maybe spread it out for 30 years, then you can go ahead and refinance at that time. So anyway, just something for you to think about. All right, let's jump into the real estate section. Buyers. Did you know that there are off-market opportunities? What does this mean? This means that there might be homes for you to be able to purchase that are not showing up on Redfin, that are not showing up on Zillow or any of the other real estate platforms. If you are looking for a specific type of home and you are just not finding it, drop the word off in the comments below and I'll be able to contact you and we'll see if our team can track down that home that you guys have been looking for. Also, we just had one of our listings close across the street from our house. This was a 2,200 square foot, 3-bed, 2.5 bath Victorian. Absolutely gorgeous, closed at $920,000. We are really sad to lose our neighbors. We love them. They were a lot of fun to live next door to. Our dogs got to play together and all that good stuff. But I do want to say, I had the chance to meet our new neighbors, John and Paulette. So welcome to the neighborhood. Glad to have you on the team. All right, let's jump into the numbers a little bit. So I'm going to compare March to February 2023. And you can see on your screen here, the first thing that really pops off the screen is 49 days on the market was the median number for February. And in March, it was 9. So what does that say? Basically, it says the supply is very, very low, so the demand is going up, right? And I can show that to you very simply with a quick formula. This is months of inventory. So if you're looking at February stats, months of inventory was 1.54. So how do we get to that number? We take the number of active listings, in that case it was 20, divided by the solds. So if no new properties came on the market, you take 20 divided by 13, that means it would take 1.54 months to sell every single home in Duvall at that current pace. So now, if we look over at March, months of inventory actually went down, which is crazy because a healthy market is right around 3 to 4 months of inventory. So inventory is still very low. So if we're looking at 18 active listings in March divided by the solds, that's 1.2 months. Talking like 5 or 6 weeks, every home in Duvall is sold with nothing else available, right? Now, if we even kick out the new construction, so thanks to Jennifer for bringing this up a couple episodes ago, but if we're looking at without new construction, we're talking about 7 active listings for March and 15 solds. That means that is a months of inventory of 0.47. That's like every home in Duvall being sold in like 2 weeks, which is absolutely crazy. So if you are a seller, I think it would probably be a good time to stick a sign in the ground. Now, we're just gonna expand it just a little bit and go to King County, right? So I wanna give you some King County stats because again, being in Duvall with our small population, the numbers can be skewed very, very quickly. So let me give you a little broader stroke. So if we're looking at months of inventory, March is 1.08. Guys, that is so low. So it's again, the demand is super high for homes in King County, just like it was in Duvall, but also on a bigger scale, the numbers are even lower for months of inventory. So it's again, if no new homes came on the market in King County, every single home, single family residence would be sold in just over 30 days. So you can see even the median price went from 809 to 845. Days on market, again, that similar trend. When you're seeing this trend from 20 days on market to 7, typically that means the supply is low, demand is going up, homes are selling a lot quicker. So there you have it. Those are the stats for Duvall and King County. Hopefully you found some value in that. If you're a seller or a buyer, learning a little tip or a trick here and there, raise up your real estate market awareness, your market knowledge. All right, remember at the top of the show, I said I'm gonna be adding one new segment in the future? Well, here it is. And let me just be totally transparent with you as always, the news. Let's talk about the news for 1 second. The news basically, in my opinion, stinks. Negative, depressing, divisive. life. Well, on this show, we're gonna do the exact opposite. So I want the heartwarming, feel-good stories, like the ones that we see on the Facebook group and the ones that I hear around just my neighborhood, talking to some friends. I wanna hear those. I wanna take some of those feel-good stories. Maybe you've witnessed them, you've heard about them, maybe it happened to your friend, maybe your neighbor saved your cat out of the tree, whatever the case may be. I wanna hear some of those stories and I wanna feature those on future episodes. Because again, there's so much negativity in the world anyways. Let's just do one super fun thing on this where we're gonna like join together as a community, share some really cool stories. So now you might be wondering, how do I submit a story? Very simple. You can just send an email to goodnews@buddybuck.com. All right, everyone, that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Duvall TV and being the absolute best part about this community, where tractors meet technology, small town, real life. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one. Buddy Buck. Peace.